Hey everybody, it's Whiskey with Over the Mountain Drones, and this video is how to replace your propellers after you crash your drone. Recently, I was trying to take some film in front of family, and I panicked going around this tree, pushed the wrong button, and crashed into it. Luckily, the drone wasn't hurt, but I noticed that the propellers were a little scuffed, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and replace all of the propellers. This is the kit that was sent with our DJI drone, and it has these propellers in there. You'll see that some are marked A and some are marked B. You have to make sure that you're putting them in the right spot. In the kit, we got this little screwdriver. It sucks though, so I didn't end up using it. It was too blunt. I had this other screwdriver from a kit that I got when I was repairing my computer, so this one worked very nicely. I'm going to start with the top right-hand side because I'm right-handed, so that makes most sense to me. You're going to unscrew these two screws that connect the propellers and remove them. Look at the packaging, make sure you are using the A propellers. You can just go ahead and righty-tighty that screw into its holder and then go to the other one and screw that one in. Afterwards, we're going to move to the back right side. With this back right side, you're going to do the same thing, just lefty-loosey unscrew these propellers right here. They have one screw each. After you're done unscrewing them, you can put the screw and the propeller in your discard pile. You see this one doesn't really have much damage on it, but I went ahead and got it replaced too because there's a tiny little scuff. So I'm going to go ahead and replace all of them. After you remove them, you can go ahead and put your new propellers on. I would recommend doing them one at a time, not both of them like I just did, because it causes some unnecessary motion. So I would not put both of them on right away. Then you can do the upper left side. So go ahead and start unscrewing those upper left hand screws. This screwdriver was really small, so I kept on dropping it. Just be aware of that. These parts are tiny. After you're done unscrewing both of the propellers, you can remove them. Actually, you can remove one propeller at a time. I would probably recommend that. So you see, these propellers aren't that bad off, but I went ahead and replaced them just in case. You never know, and you don't want to screw with your propellers. There is this motor that the propellers sit on. You see there is an open space where the screws can kind of fall into, so just be aware of that. You see that space right there with the electromagnet coils. Again, don't be like me in this part where you put both the propellers on at the same time. You see how that one just flung around and hit my hand. It could potentially cause unintentional damage to the propeller, so only do one at a time. For some reason, this left-hand side was a little bit harder to screw in. When you're done with the front propeller, you can go to the back propeller on the left-hand side. Make sure you remove that propeller. This back left is also an A, so you see it's diagonally similar. I guess that's to counteract the airflow when it's flying. Keep it balanced. Go ahead and attach the last set of propellers. You can see I had to use a little bit of force. Just make sure that you're applying constant downward pressure. Otherwise, you could end up cross-threading the screw or stripping your screw, and neither of those ends up with a good time. You see I'm doing quarter turns right here. And our last prop getting put on. Once you screw in the last one, you're going to have to make sure that it's all good to go with a little test flight. So I woke Droney up. And he was ready to go. Turn him on. And let's go for a little test flight. So this is my backyard. Prepare for liftoff. All's looking well. I flew it around my backyard for a little bit and it was looking like it was all good. Here's a little slow motion video showing the propellers looking all even. Nothing seemed askew, so I'm excited for my next flight. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you.